So the main question after every beta comes out is always battery life and performance. A little over 24 hours since we actually installed iOS 26 Beta 2, we have some takeaways. By the time this video goes live, it'll be about 48 hours. However, I want to give you guys some quick takeaways in case you've been thinking about installing this beta on your primary device, or if you're coming from Beta 1 and just want to see the differences. First things first, from Beta 1 or the Beta 1 re-release, this is a much more stable build and does operate much more as you'd expect for a beta release. Now, having said that, this is in no way, shape, or form perfect, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw this out there too because I know a lot of people were talking about it. Whoever added this feature and whoever got this approved to not balance out the dock needs to go. This is just a crazy little random one-off I saw. Usually this will be balanced and symmetrical. But no, apparently now you can leave that extra spot if you want, and it just looks kind of weird. Not really here nor there, but I just wanted to show you that that's here. And in case you were thinking like me, maybe they did that because they're expanding the dock out to add something else here. Unfortunately, that's not the case. You're still going to be restricted to simply 4 icons in the dock. But anyways, not here nor there. Let's jump right into settings and go to battery. So as you can see, I actually was debating on charging this again because of how quick the battery life dropped from 100 to 92 this morning. I didn't do it. I went ahead and wanted to drain it just to see how quick it would actually go down. And as you can see here, it's showing Xmail and YouTube Studio are using more power than usual by this point in the day. However, this is my daily routine, what I normally look at and go through. And you can see here exactly kind of where we're at. And we're at 58% right now, and we've had screen on time for a little over 2.5 hours. That's not too bad. If you double that, you can see where you would be at over 4 hours of screen on time, really over 5 hours, and that's not bad for a second beta. However, having said that, I am still seeing the phone get warm, not as bad as it was in Beta 1, but also system usage on some apps, since they're not optimized, have definitely been draining the battery. Additionally, too, I can tell you this is not going to get you through one full day of use on Beta 2. So if that's what you're used to, you might want to think twice about it because it's definitely not going to happen just yet. Now, a couple call outs too. For my specific scenario, I have 293 cycle counts on my battery and only 96% max capacity. So it will obviously still be relative to your specific device. But again, I've lost 4% in the last, 8-ish months or so after 293 cycles. So that is why my battery is draining a little bit more, just to put in perspective as well. I did also put the new adaptive power mode on just to try to help squeeze out a little bit also and make the phone a little smarter for my usage. And again, still using that. That's where we're at right now after taking this off the charger about, we'll say 8:30 this morning. So after a few hours, this is where we're at. Now, that's on the battery front. Beyond that, though, I do have to say performance-wise and jumping around through all your apps and going to, let's just go to NVIDIA here, everything has been really smooth, as you can see. There are still dropped frame rates. It is still not as polished as you would assume, jumping through everything necessarily when you're actually kind of forcing it through and scrolling and doing everything of that nature. However, it still seems to be greatly improved from the first betas. Now, having said that, if you are still wanting to hold off, I don't blame you. We should be getting a public release here in the next 3 weeks or so. I would definitely say mid-July is when we should expect this for the public release, and I think it'll correlate with the third beta coming out, which most likely will be July 7th. So keep that in mind. If you still want to wait, it wouldn't hurt, but if you're ready on Beta 1, definitely pull this update in. It has helped substantially. So that is just my 2 cents with that. Also, if you aren't in the beta program, don't jump to get it just yet. There's been a whole bunch of hiccups and issues with this from the first beta to this one, including all the tweaks that are now just coming to Control Center to be able to even read your notifications and shortcuts. So again, not a pressing matter. If you don't have it yet, you're not missing too much. So let me know in the comments down below. I'm only one person. I'm curious to know how the betas have been working for you on iOS 26. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.